Ready? Okay. Here we go, team. It's me, Tempest DuJour. You might remember me from the first minute and 15 seconds of season 7 of RuPaul's Drag Race. And today I'm gonna show you how to block your brows. Here we go. There are 5 simple steps. In Espanol, 5 easy-o, cinco stepos to achieving your perfect blocked brow. Step 1, you've washed your face. Step 2, you're gonna select your glue of choice to adhese your brow hairs down. Now, traditionally in drag, we use a glue stick. A lot of people use the Elmer stick. I find that this, the purple Avery stick, actually works better with most people's skin pH, okay? But find what works best for you, if you choose to use a glue stick. I come from the theater. And in the theater, we like a thing called spirit gum. Some of you know about spirit gum. It's used to attach hair appliances and prosthetics to your face, but it also is a really, really sticky glue that can be used to glue your brow down. That's an option as well. I prefer a product called Prozaid. And Prozaid is an adhesive that was created for closing wounds. So it's a medical adhesive, but it's also used by the special effects community to attach prosthetics and things to the face. But I find that it dries quickly and it's no nonsense and it's absolutely worth the investment. Prozaid is white and milky. I know what you're thinking, but it's not sticky. It's not that consistency. It's just sort of like, it really looks like milk squeezed freshly from mother's breast into the container. I'm just going to stroke it on. Stroke the white milky substance. Stroking with white milky substances. Don't get it in your eyes because as Coco Peru always says, it burns. When it starts to get real gummy on your brow, take your brush and comb your hairs up. Stroke through the milky white substance up to flatten and spread the hairs out. And by the way, this works amazing on sideburns too, if you don't want to have to shave your sideburns off. That's for the Italian girls as well. I wouldn't use it in your nether regions though, because it will hurt. All right, so there, we're tacky, and before it dries completely, I'm gonna take some setting powder and I'm gonna powder it down. And you're thinking, well, Tempest, why would you do that? And I'll tell you why. Because when you add powder to the adhesive, it creates a surface on which your foundation can grip. I press it really hard like this. In the old school, we used old butter knives to flatten down. You can do that too, or a popsicle stick. If you have eyes and a high-def TV, you can see how flat it's getting. And I have little segments that I'm gonna remove to clean it up a little bit. See that? You can speed up the process of drying of your eyebrows with a hairdryer or just erratic hand movements like that. It's like a Paris is burning.
All of this skin.
Fan. And do a second coat. If you're gonna be like dancing around and potentially sweating or in a humid environment, you're gonna wanna do a second coat. So really quickly, I'm gonna dab on a second coat of the Prozaid. Dry to the touch like my nether regions, because a woman of a certain age has to deal with those issues. Like a desert. Like a desert. Second coat's on, erratic hand movements again. We're gonna let it dry. As it's getting tacky, remember that step of powdering off? Create a surface. Creating a surface on which your foundation can happily exist. How tacky is it gonna get? Tacky as Kimono Gate on season 8. You know, if you're gonna do a kimono, do a kimono. Don't do like a Santee Alley bathrobe, $4 version, do a kimono. It's Madonna, people. So, the reason you would want to use Prozaid over one of these is because it goes on quicker, it's smoother, it's easier, and the downfall to glue stick is as you heat up, like many of you sort of water buffalo sweaty hog bitches do when you dance a lot, it gets gummy, as you know, and you can brush against something like that boy's penis in the bathroom, whatever you're doing, and it smudges and it smears. Prozaid will not do that. It will not let you down. It's like the best lover you ever had. It will never leave you, ever. I love you, Prozaid. Okay, final step. Jazz hands. We've applied dose layers of the Prozaid with powdering Time for foundation. Rarely does one color foundation ever really work perfectly. So I encourage you to use 2 or 3 and mix them to find your proper foundation. I happen to use the Krylon paint stick, TV paint stick, and a 3W and a 4W, and I mix them, which is what I call sort of middle America, sort of Aryan white. Look, I'm a chameleon. That's my 3W, 4W is a little bit darker. And when your whole face is done, obviously it's not gonna be as obvious as just this little area I'm doing. I'm gonna take my blending spong. I gently rub. You don't want to grind in, you're going to remove your glue. But patting and gently blending. And you should blend like you paint a wall. You know when you paint a wall, you don't just go up and down, you go around, so there's no streaky marks? Same thing. I'm going to powder it. I'm going to remove my excess powder. Once the color of my whole face is sort of the same foundation and powder, then we'll have a brilliant look. Now, you can choose to do your other eyebrow, but I encourage you not to. Just do one. And don't forget to subscribe to Wow Presents.